basketball in store for you. We're live at the American Airlines Center. We're in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks. All live on 2K Sports. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports fans. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, alongside Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. You take a look at Los Angeles. It's been a bit of a slow start for the season for them so far, but it's still very early and a lot of games to be played.
And, you know, before the season, we heard them talking about how they were going to prove people wrong because most of the predictions in the preseason weren't very kind to them. But that hasn't been the case so far. They've really struggled out of the gates.
And you know, Steve, say what you will about their talent and whether it's up to par with the rest of the league, but what I've noticed is the basic attitude surrounding this team. You know, I just have not seen a lot of fire from them in the early going.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Lakers. Kobe and Randall at the forward spots. Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Hibbert in at the center position. And so it's Dallas with it. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor. Well, you know, for the last couple of seasons, we've seen the Lakers really struggle with injuries to their star players, and it shed a less than flattering light on the team's bench depth. It's forced guys to step into roles that perhaps they aren't quite ready to handle.
Now Williams, following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Julia, good.
Good job there, recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Rick Carlisle for just a moment. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
All right, thanks, Doris. I think it's the one thing we were talking about before the broadcast. The defense they're facing always seems to be in a lockdown mode.
Yeah, that's their identity, Kevin, and there's kind of an intimidation factor involved here. They gained their reputation as a defensive club for a reason. They're tough.
Yeah, they really are tough, and they also do a good job of making you uncomfortable and frustrating you a little bit. So you got to keep your poise when you're facing a team as good as this one is defensively.
The Mavs have fallen back, Steve, in the West the last 2 years, but they were very much in the hunt this past season.
Well, they were in a battle for the final playoff spot in the West, and then they ended up in the 8th spot and took San Antonio all the way to 7 games. So they did extremely well given the strength of the conference.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lakers trail by 6. Russell with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And, Kevin, don't forget about his playmaking in that game as well. He was wonderful in terms of attacking the defense and figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates.
Kobe, that's for 2, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Well, defense is a big part of these players' games as the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. 5th best, Kobe Bryant.
Just superb athletic defenders right there, all of them, and aggressive, too. They challenge every shot.
You'd really love to see every player devote the kind of energy to their defense that this group of small forwards does.
And he makes good on the layup.
You know, for the Mavs against the West, it was really about them hitting their shots, and they're a very good shooting team, especially when they played against Western Conference opponents.
Now, here is Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And Kobe the bucket with the assist by Russell.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Mavericks leading by 5.
Well, to back up what you talked about with the Mavs shooting, I mean, they were one of the best shooting percentage teams in the league, and they did a lot of their damage against the Western Conference, which, as we all know, is the much deeper conference.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Clarkson kicks to Russell, passes it to Randall. The Mavericks pull it in. Outside Matthews. And there's the pass to Williams. Nowitzki left side. Good. A nice assist for Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers trail by 7. The drive by Russell. Here's Randall. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Mavericks have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Williams passes to Matthews. Matthews left side. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 7. Here's Nowitzki. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Nowitzki's got 8 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Black's checked in for the Lakers.
Let's get a glimpse at how the Lakers are doing right now here early in the season yet in the NBA stats. First in steals, first in blocks. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
Yeah, Clark, this is a team that scares opponents because of that steals number that you talked about. They're so good at anticipating plays. They seem to have a good scheme defensively night in and night out. They know their roles. They make their rotations. They read the passing lanes. And they frequently get out there, make steals, and then get out in their transition game.
And here are the Mavericks now after the basket by Los Angeles. Nowitzki's shot's good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Well, you talk about the great European players in NBA history. Dirk Nowitzki, Steve, has to be right at the top of the list.
Well, without question. And another distinction, for Dirk is he's possibly the greatest 7-foot shooter in basketball history. Actually, I think he is. And then with that high release, his jumper is about the closest thing to an unblockable shot as we've seen, since maybe the sky hook back in the day.
Williams against Russell. Williams attacking. Here's Parsons. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Parsons got 5 points so far.
One of the sweetest moves in the game, the reverse layup in traffic.
Russell kicks to Bryant. And he gets it to go. Kobe's got his second bucket.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Nobody near Parsons. Another 3 for Dallas.
Defensively, this team is just giving up way too many open looks.
You're exactly right, and to battle back, they've got to shore that defense up, Steve.
Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Houston.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Julius Randle. Dallas moving the ball around. That's good from Parsons on the assist by Williams. Williams has got his 8th assist here tonight. Lakers trail by 13. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Russell. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Williams attacking. And it's Dallas with another.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
That is good. And it's 8 points for Kobe Bryant.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And the Mavericks call time here. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Well, they were unbeaten against this opponent last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
A different look for Dallas. Anderson, he's checked in for Pachulia. Harris comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Barea subbed in for Williams. The Lakers also with a sub. Lou Williams is checked in for Russell. Now here's Nowitzki. 10 points for him. And he gets it to go. Quickly going back to what Steve just said, they brushed this team aside easily last year. And maybe Clark their favorite opponent to face.
Well, I think that probably was the case. I mean, they made the most of their opportunities against a team that really struggled. They had the upper hand clearly.
That's good.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Barea dishes to Parsons. Pass to Harris. Here is Barea, averaging 8 points a game. Good.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
Here's Clarkson. Banked in off the glass. Clarkson's got 9 points.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Parsons passes to Nowitzki, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Here's Clarkson, guarded by Barea.
Oh, how about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow.
I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. So they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
The Lakers making a switch here. Pass is checked in.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Now Barea, averaging 8 points a game. Fires for three. Another three for Dallas.
I like the way they've played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
It'll count. Shot is off. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Mavericks on top, leading by...
Coming up next Sunday night, November 23rd, Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers go up against the Boston Celtics. Hoops action.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Mavericks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
We've got Chandler Parsons. J.J. Barea is out there with Harris. Then there's Anderson. And it's Nowitzki in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Well, if you saw the Mavs play here in Dallas last year, you were in for a show. I mean, they were explosive offensively.
And Parsons gets it to go. Here is Russell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. On the wing, Williams. Anderson against Brown. Outside, Russell. 5 on the clock. Another shot. Barea pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 9. Up the floor. Parsons on the wing. The tray. That one goes. Count. Parsons got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, let's see if that triggers another explosion from, remember, he hit 3 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Williams inside. Harris is there. Shot from free throw range. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Williams. Has got his second basket.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Here's Barea. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
They've been getting way too many high percentage looks close to the basket. And tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
And here's Brown outside. The Mavericks pull it in. And here's Barea. 7 points in the game. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. The Mavericks, #1.
Now, from the very beginning of training camp, guys, I mean, free throw shooting was put at the top of the list in terms of points of emphasis. So it's clearly paid dividends.
Over to the wing. Black the pass to Brown. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. A lot of strange things happened last season, but one of them was having a playoff bracket with no Laker presence.
Well, don't expect that to happen very, very often. I mean, it's rare when that is the case. It's been a while since they were completely left out of the playoff picture, and that's not going to be the norm going forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Pachulia, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Matthews comes in for Anderson. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Williams in for J.J. Barea. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
For the Lakers, it was the first time since the 04-05 season that they didn't play postseason basketball.
The kick out to Williams. The dish to Russell. Shot clock at 6. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, the Lakers are a franchise that not only expects to play in the postseason, but they anticipate and expect making deep runs into the playoffs and ultimately winning championships. They have the means, the resources to get back in that position in a hurry. So I'll tell you what, I wouldn't feel too bad about their postseason streak getting broken.
Matthews, a screen on Russell. Williams kicks to Matthews. Felton dishes to Matthews. Almost, but it rolls out.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
There's a screen. Williams kicks to Pachulia. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. Pachulia's got 6.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Williams for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Dishes to Matthews. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 9 assists in the game. Great passes. And the Lakers call time here.
Deron Williams has really good size and strength at the point guard spot. And once he gets a step on the guy, it's hard to push him off his line.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here.
And we've got a moment to see some numbers for Williams. He's averaging 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to underpromise and overdeliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Mavericks leading by 13. Felton sets a screen for Williams. Here's Pachulia, covered by Hibbert. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Williams passes to Hibbert. Williams comes with a double team. Clarkson kicks to Kobe. And Roy Hibbert, the bucket on the assist by Bryant.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Dallas calls timeout. Clark, you know this. It looked bleak at times, and they didn't finish where they wanted to. But the Mavs did sneak into the postseason last year with a very strong push.
And they took the Spurs to 7 games in that first round. A tough schedule for them at the end of the season, but they fought through it and got back to the playoffs. Very impressive.
Here's Parsons, and that one's good. Parsons got 7 points here in this quarter.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Here's Clarkson. Shot denied. Outside Felton. Feeds to Williams. Back to Felton. Intercepted. And he lobs it up. And Randall throws it down.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
And stolen by Hibbert. Here's Clarkson. He's covered by Matthews. Williams with a clean look. Misses off the right iron.
And for the Mavs, when they did get to the postseason, they gave San Antonio everything they could handle, taking them the distance to 7 games.
Pachulia kicks to Williams. Here's Pachulia. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shots good by Williams.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done. Well, you knew if the Mavs got to the playoffs, they'd be tough, even as an 8 seed. There was just so much playoff experience on that team that it took a very good Spurs team playing at a high level to get by the Mavericks in that first round.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Felton dishes to Matthews. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Randall's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled. And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Russell, who's checked in for Williams.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Felton with a screen on Russell. Lets it go with the 3. Matthews, no good.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, guys, and as long as they're in the lead, he's going to continue to try to find his rhythm.
Russell against Williams. A baseline J, and that's good for 2.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Mavericks leading by 9.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Harris is checked in for Dallas. And the Lakers also making a switch. Black's checked in for Roy Hibbert. It's Matthews on the wing, guarded by Kobe. And Matthews kicks to Parsons. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Julius Randle picks one up.
Chandler Parsons, really a nice fit in Dallas. He gives them a much-needed three-point shooter alongside Nowitzki. And he also has the athleticism and ball handling ability to slash inside and create shots for others.
And Parsons with good size at small forward, Clark. He's a scrappy defender who the Mavs feel they can coach up to become a top-tier player in that regard.
Yeah, you know, already more than solid is Parsons. Can hold his own in isolation against great pick-and-roll players. He moves pretty well for a guy of his size. I love his game, everything about it.
Mavericks making a switch here. Nowitzki's checked in. Here's Clarkson, guarded by Harris. Russell kicks to Bryant. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Clarkson, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And flying high to send that one through. I didn't think he had a chance of getting to the rack against such a bigger defender.
1:39 left in the first half of basketball. Nowitzki with the screen on Russell. Williams kicks to Matthews. Shot is blocked, and they get it back. Goes up again, and the layup good by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 14 points.
I'll tell you what, he has been wreaking havoc out there the last couple of games.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, it's clear Chandler Parsons felt overlooked when the Rockets decided not to match his offer from the Mavericks. He said, quote, "They were going out looking for a third star when I thought they had one right in front of them. I guess that's just how they viewed me as a player. He'll have plenty of time to prove them wrong, gentlemen."
Well, Doris, it's hard to put a ceiling on him. He does have star potential. And Williams, here we go. Now the feed to Harris. Clock at 6. And here's Matthews from the arc. And it's Matthews again missing.
You know, with the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
Clarkson passes to Russell. Here's Clarkson. Back to Russell. Right side Russell from 15 feet away. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Matthews. He nailed the buzzer beater.
Right between the eyes is how you would say it, Kevin. Fearless. What a tremendous play with the pressure, and it's absolute height.
Phenomenal.
I'll tell you what, some players just live for the big moments, guys. Clearly, he is one of them.
And so that's the end of the first half. Mavericks lead by 10. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance thus far?
You know, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, you know, 1 or 2 untimely turnovers. These guys...
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. It's been quite a game for Chandler Parsons.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Kobe and Randall at the forward spots. Clarkson is out there with Russell. And it's Black in at the 5. Russell inside. He's covered by Matthews.
All game long, guys, he's been getting it done. Really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I can agree with you more. I mean, they've had a major advantage on the glass, dominating that stack.
Outside Williams. Here's Nowitzki. And Dallas again with the bucket.
You know, it wasn't really hard to see why the Lakers struggled so much last year. The talent was down, and also the defensive effort and focus was borderline embarrassing.
And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Clarkson.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Williams against Russell. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. And that one hits back iron.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Kobe, the pass to Clarkson. 18 feet out. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Parsons dishes to Nowitzki. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Sinks the 15-footer. Nowitzki's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
Well, they might as well continue to pull up and let it fly.
Outside, Russell. There's the pick. Passes it to Clarkson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Clarkson's got 25 points.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're just finding the holes in this defense.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Well, you know, the Mavericks got back into the playoffs last season after missing the playoffs in 13. This is a team that expects to be a playoff factor. Aside from that one season, they've not missed the playoffs since 2000.
Russell against Williams. He dishes it to Pachulia. Outside Matthews. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And you look at the legacy of success for the Mavs. You have to go back to 2000 to find the last time they had a losing season. Even in 2013, in what they'd term a disappointing year, they went 500 in the cutthroat Western Conference. Pretty impressive.
Williams against Russell. Williams kicks to Pachulia. Hits the jumper. Pachulia's got 8 points. Lakers trail by 7. And you look at how much ownership can impact the team's fortunes. The first 20 years for the Mavericks, they cracked 506 times, but they've done it in every season under current ownership.
Well, I know ownership is important, partner, but come on now. They do have Dirk Nowitzki, and he has a lot to do with that winning record as well. But no question about it. The Mavericks are clearly a first-rate franchise, and everybody wants to put them down when they try. You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those things has been rebounding, Clark, because they have really come out and taken control of the boards.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving them there.
Outside Russell. Outside Bryant. Back to Russell. Williams comes with a double team. 4 on the clock. Outside, Kobe takes the 3. Matthews with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 9. Kicks to Williams. Outside Matthews. He feeds it to Pachulia. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pachulia's got 4 points in the quarter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Williams. Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Clarkson. 28 points for him. Hibbert kicks to Bryant. Pass inside, covered by Parsons. Here's Clarkson. Hibbert, the pass to Williams. From downtown, it's rebounded by Dallas. Parsons got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Anderson. Rebound the Lakers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
And I'll be looking forward to seeing how that Denver game turns out for sure. You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
They set the screen. Barea kicks to Matthews. The pass to Pachulia. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Mavs coach Rick Carlisle with over 2 decades of experience in the coaching ranks, now in his 13th season as a head coach.
On the wing, Bryant. Defended by Anderson. Stolen by Anderson. He kicks it to Parsons. Pass to Barea. Here's Pachulia. Banked in off the glass. Pachulia's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Steve, not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Yep, well deserved. I mean, they have worked their tails off on the glass.
Kobe dishes to Bass. Williams for 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Pachulia's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now here's Parsons. He's got 22. And Barea has it in the corner. Matthews, no one around him. Pass to Anderson. It's rebounded by Bass. Lakers trail by 11. Here's Clarkson. Here's Hibbert. An easy 2 points on the layup. Hibbert's got his second basket of the night.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
There's a good screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
So let's take a look at Wesley Matthews, some stats for him. How this season has been coming along for him. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. I mean, we're finding his name in a lot of different columns in their box score.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for from him, Steve. He doesn't have to be the star, just somebody with solid contributions across a wide range of areas.
Evan Harris is checked in for Dallas. Kobe, no good.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Here's Clarkson, guarded by Barea. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Clarkson.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Barea, the pass to Pachulia. There's the dish to Harris. His first shot coming late, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Barea, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Barea's got 9 points.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Clarkson kicks to Hibbert, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Rising high and punching it down. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. He's got so much confidence there.
Barea with him. He's got 9. Here's Pachulia. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. He's got 14. Lakers trail by 9.
Well, the Lakers are in another one of those transition stages, and they've not had many in the history of the franchise. But they do need to start looking for that next superstar to build the team around.
The Mavericks have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Back to Parsons. Dishes it to Pachulia. And stolen by Hibbert. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Williams kicks to Bass. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Barea. Finished off the break. And now an 11-point Maverick lead.
Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
As you said, Kobe's starting to get to the age where you just don't know how many years he has left, especially with all the injuries. And the Lakers need to look now to who's going to lead them in the future.
The shot by Williams, no good.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Anderson from the arc. Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Now Williams, averaging 9 points per contest. Bryant drives in. From downtown. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Important 3 to cut it to single digits. It's still within reach. They've got to pick up the intensity in the final quarter.
On tap next Monday, November 24th. Nikola Vucevic in the
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This was an exceptional pass, guys, and we see the result. It hits him in stride, and bam, the slam dunk.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. We've got Williams. Chandler Parsons out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Devin Harris. And it's Matthews in a 50 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Brown wide open. He fires. No good from outside. Mavericks leading by 10. It's Williams with the drive. Nowitzki himself. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Shoots the three. Shot's good by Williams.
There's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Here's Williams, and it's sent back by Russell. Outside Williams. Brown outside. Back to Williams. Williams against Russell. 6 to shoot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Well, they're getting into the paint with their penetration, and it's really been key for this club.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
And so Russell hits them both. Mavericks leading by 7. Parsons attacking. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Williams dishes to Randall. The kick out to Williams. And there's Randall on the assist by Williams. And that's now 6 points for Julius Randle. Dallas has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Williams passes to Nowitzki. On target from 13 feet. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Williams against Harris. Williams kicks to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Russell inside. He's against Williams. No good there off the double clutch. Dallas leading by 7. Parsons outside. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Russell dishes to Williams. It's blocked. 3 on 3. And here's the intentional foul, but you know, it's... coming here at a very inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a bad play there. I mean, that can really cost you the game. You've got to be smart when you make those intentional fouls.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Devin Harris. And it's Nowitzki missing. Lakers trail by 7. Russell high post. He's against Williams. Russell passes to Brown. Second chance shot. The kick out to Williams. Williams against Russell. Shoots from 8. And another shot. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Kobe comes in for Brown. And it's Clarkson in for Williams. And the free throw, no good. Mavericks leading by 5. Parsons attacking. Nowitzki with it. Now defended by Randall. Williams kicks to Parsons. Back to Williams. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Up top, Russell. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Clarkson. Bullseye. Clarkson's got 32 points.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Here's Nowitzki. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. 24 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
What a floor leader he's been at the offensive end.
You know, he's done a terrific job of moving the ball around, sharing it, dispersing it, and running the show.
Kobe, the pass to Clarkson. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. Clarkson kicks to Randall. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Mavericks leading by 5. Feeds it to Nowitzki. Puts it up from 15. And Dallas again with the bucket.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of the last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, Darren Williams has dealt with ankle issues that have held him back a notch from the level we saw in Utah. But when he's right, I think he's still one of the best point guards in the game.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, during that break, Coach Byron Scott had some words for his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And Williams so tough to handle because Clarkie can pass and shoot and drive.
Yeah, and he has that killer crossover too, Kevin. He can put a lot of pressure on you defensively.
Matthews into the lane, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, Wes Matthews started off last season on fire. Over 50% from long range over the first quarter of the season. And as time went on, he cooled off a bit, but as a whole, just an excellent year for Matthews. Probably the best of his career.
And Matthews, a reliable three-point shooter throughout his career. Able to hit spotting up or on the move. Prefers that left wing, but can really spray you from anywhere.
And here's Bryant for 3. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Parsons dishes to Nowitzki. The feed to Williams. Passes it to Matthews. Back to Williams. Wants to get it to Matthews and does.
That's his second personal foul.
He misses the free throw. No good on the second free throw. Lakers trail by 5. The drive by Russell. It's rebounded by Dallas. Williams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Steve, Wesley Matthews selective with when he'll look to attack off the dribble.
Yeah, he keeps his turnovers slow, but he's a gym rat. I mean, working on his ability to drive inside and finish, but really wants to shoot threes. That's what his focus is.
Chandler Parsons signing a 3-year, $46 million contract offer with the Mavericks. This past offseason, Clark, everyone expecting him to get a nice raise, but he's making max-type money.
Sometimes it's a matter of timing, Kevin. The Mavs clearly value him highly, and at the same time, they weaken a division rival, so it's a win-win as far as they're concerned.
And Parsons still pretty young and with time to improve, has the size to play some power forward in certain lineups and a good spot-up three-point shooter, especially from the corners.
Certainly is.
Clarkson kicks to Russell. Again, Russell missing.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Shot's good by Williams.
And Parsons accurate with his three-point shot, despite it being fairly flat in his trajectory. He's got an excellent shot fake, too, and he'll even flirt with an up and down or a traveling violation to sell you on that shot fake.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, with Dirk, he has the type of game where he might be able to play till he's 50. I mean, the way he shoots the ball and creates offense for his teammates, it wouldn't shock me if he was around Dallas for a few more years.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Randall kicks to Clarkson. Outside, Kobe. He dishes it to Williams. And there's the pass to Clarkson. And again, no good by the Lakers. And Nowitzki signing a new contract with the Mavs at a discount. In fact, Clark, one of the biggest discounts I think a superstar has ever given his hometown team, trying to give them cap space to add some top talent.
Yeah, I like seeing that because guys like Nowitzki and others that have made tremendous amounts of money are now at the point in their careers where they understand it's about trying to win and be competitive and to contend for championships. And not surprised, though, Dirk has been a model in every way since he's been in the league as a player and as a pro. Boy, they needed that last rebound. They haven't done well on the boards overall, but that one was huge.
Still fighting for the win here. Mavericks leading by 9. Right side, Williams. Randall grabs the board.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Kobe with it. Matthews covering. Williams for 3. Offensive rebound. Shot to end this cold run, and he slams it one-handed.
I tell you what, it never gets old watching him work, does it, fellas?
No, Clark, you know, that's a good way to put it. He will work. Great example of that on the offensive glass right there.
Yeah, just blue-collar stuff. And then he put a little flair in the dunk.
That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
Dallas calls timeout, and despite the fact they've been beaten on the boards, this one is still close.
Kevin, they're still in.
Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Russell. And here's Matthews. Williams passes to Matthews. Taken away. Fast break. The Lakers jumps up. Oh, jammed by Kobe.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events there. Absolutely clutch defense to trigger the break.
And we've seen games decided on plays, Clark, just like that.
Effort and hustle plays often are big plays for a team.
Yeah, what a time to blow up a play and then turn it into a slam at the other end.
And so they foul intentionally.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute. Well, Williams has been great. He's got 13 points and 13 assists.
And no mistakes there. A couple of good free throws to give them a little extra cushion.
Russell kicks to Randall.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
He just could not contain himself. It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Russell against Williams. Kobe kicks to Clarkson. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got 4 assists now tonight.
Tell you what, when he gets it going, this is exactly what can happen. He may have to double team him.
Dallas calls timeout. They're in front by 4. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. 1:25 left in the fourth. Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 4. 1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Williams. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
And thanks for that story, Doris. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Williams against Russell. Looking to get it going. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
Williams, terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Well, that was Dirk Nowitzki defense right there. Well done.
Charity stripe shot. Again, Russell missing. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
Now, you'd think so. I mean, this game is theirs for the taking.
Checking out the game Wesley Matthews has had. 9 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
I'm sure he would have liked to have had all of those, but he still added their lead a little bit at least. Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. There's a good screen. Drops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Terrific job taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Steve, I thought those fans, those home fans, gave this team a big lift all game. A lot of positive energy in the building.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. They can't stop the run with that one. Outside Matthews. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They put on a show tonight thoroughly.
Kevin, I'm here with Dirk.